We appreciate the government subsidies that go into different sections of the society, but I think the most beneficial use of subsidies is to go to the organic vegan section. That will save lives, yes. Save not only animal people's life, but our lives. Because if you do the research, you know all the horrible things that happen to us through the meat, dairy, and eggs, and fish, etc. I'm not threatening you. You please look on the internet. Like Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, for example, that's one of them. He will tell you that you have cancer, heart disease, etc., etc. I don't want to spoil your dinner, so we just stop there. All that disease that we don't want to have, all the shortened lives that we don't want to have, all the sufferings for our family members and children that we don't want to have, we can avoid that. I guarantee if you switch to a vegan diet, God is my witness. Thank you. You see, we should subsidize life, benevolence, love, and compassion. Not death, not war. We have to stop the war between humans and between humans and animals, people. You see, we are the children of God. Everybody told us that. All the Bibles tell us that. The Buddhists tell us that we are the future Buddha. We have Buddha within us. We have to awaken it. The Christians told us that we are the children of God. So we have to behave like one. Sorry, it's not the time for politeness. I tell you the joke to prove it. When I was younger, I tried to learn Italian. Learn, don't try. The Italian embassy, please don't try. I can't. I tried to learn Italian. And I remember this joke forever. It was a picture of the two gentlemen standing in front of a burning house on the doorstep, inside the door, with their hair all smoking up and their body is all black and their clothes is on fire. One says to the other at the doorstep, "After you, please." The other one said, "Please, after you." What I mean is, if we are too polite and don't tell each other the truth and the correct solution, then we might lose our home. We have only one planet. Please do save it. You have the power. I count on you. Can I count on all of you, please? Lovely. Now, okay. Thank you, all of you, for coming, and thank you for being concerned about the planet. It's urgent, okay? I really mean it's urgent. We should have this kind of conference 50 years ago, at least. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something about the spiritual diaries, just a part of it, concerning us and concerning your life and the planet. It's our concern. We all heard that humans' life is precious. Have you heard it? Buddha say that it's easier for a turtle to go all the way from the bottom of the ocean up to the surface and to meet one random little piece of wood that's passing by with a little hole in it. It's easier than to become a human, means to have a human birth. But you heard like that, but you don't know how precious it is. I'm going to put it here mathematically, so you know how many. It's like money, You are all zillions of zillions heirs. Just being a human. Not in terms of money, but in terms of spiritual points. Heaven does count points, Even sometimes my association members, they sit and meditate. They sit like this. Sometimes sleep on each other's shoulders. I know all that, but I still tell them, it's okay. Even if you sit, you try your best, but you cannot concentrate and you cannot even go into samadhi. Samadhi means a stage of like theta, very quiet, tranquil, all peaceful inside and outside. Nothing can disturb you at that time. They call it samadhi in Sanskrit. Now, even if they sit like this, they would have points. It's just like in our world, we have business. Everything is in a unit of money, or possession. Heaven does have points to classify who is who. Now, we humans are very, very precious. I put it precisely, 9.2 zillions spiritual points to get a human body. Go ahead. Applaud yourself. Congratulate yourself. You are really precious in the eyes of the whole universe. I wish you know what I know. Now, 20 zillions of zillions to live a full 100 years. After the 9.2 zillions of zillions to be born as human, you need 20 zillions of zillions, Because after zillion, I don't know, we have any more units. And also I said zillions of zillions. To live a full 100 years, okay? Now, we need 400 zillions of zillions to get to the third level of spiritual heaven. We have different heavens, yes? Many of us, if we don't practice anything, we're not even vegan or vegetarian, but we don't do anything wrong in this life. We just live honestly, and we eat meat or anything because we don't know the harm of it. Then we go to the first level of heaven. We call it astral heaven. It's beautiful. It's almost like here. It's just more friendly, peaceful, lovely. Everything you wish comes like that, okay? That's just even the first one. And people who die, they call it clinically dead for a few minutes. They go to this heaven, come back, they cry many months because they don't want to come back here. After knowing the astral heaven, imagine some people go higher than that to the causal heaven, second level, and the third heaven, and the fourth, and the fifth. We stop there. Only purer beings live above the fifth level. All right. We are lucky if we go to the third level already, or the fourth level. After the third level, we don't ever have to come back to the suffering level of the planet, like our planet. Our planet has pleasure and has sorrow.
It's a great honor to be here with you within this event, this magnificent event. And with the Supreme Master, it's incredible that I have learned about the bendiciones. You can receive all these blessings. And thank you for the blessing that you are giving us to Cancun, to Mexico, and all the world to be together for just one idea, the idea to get better the world. And we know that together we'll do it. So just be conscious, one, in our family, in ourselves, then within our own country, and then with all the world, we'll commit for the best of us.
She is a wonderfully inspiring individual. I remember I saw a presentation she made in London where she talked about the importance of biodiversity protection as well as climate protection. And I think what's very impressive is this movement has really managed to look at all the different aspects, water, resources, the world, all these things in a very holistic manner. And there have been a lot of religious leaders who have become active in various ways on the climate issue, but what I found very impressive was a holistic approach that she was taking. And tonight was just a wonderful celebration. It was a happy event, and you can see people smiling, and I think the whole spirit of that was extraordinarily positive. I think it's one of the most positive events I've seen. There's a kind of spirit of agreement and goodwill. And that's something that I hope will carry into the final week of this COP.